Welcome back, everybody, and with the first episode of this series being the most viewed video on my channel, coming in at 419,000 views over 2.5 years ago, I figured I would do a second one since I think you guys kind of enjoy this series. But again, with the kind of current standard, I will make this a better video, do a voiceover, give full credit, see tell you guys where you guys can find these creators at, and yeah, this is pretty much the crazy custom Lego Star Wars sets, episode number 2, guys. Hopefully this one goes over as well. Hopefully you guys enjoy this series of kind of just going through some of the craziest custom Lego Star Wars sets made on the internet. It's crazy what some of these people can do with renders and stuff like that and box arts. These genuinely, some of these do look so real that they trick me as well as other people over the past couple of months. So let's start off, guys, with a Instagrammer by the name of ToxicTiger11_SW, and he's made 4 pretty awesome custom Lego Star Wars sets right here, 3 of which I think are going to be shown right here. I'll probably mention the 4th one, but one of these being from Jedi Fallen Order, being just an Imperial ATST walker. Right here comes with a Purge Trooper, Scout Trooper, ATST driver, and Cal. Pretty much this is just a mock, of course, as it says. It looks like just the Rogue One ATST. But in general, the concept with the box art, the minifigures and stuff, nonetheless, it does look like a very cool custom set. Of course, other people in the comment section were wishing that they did other Jedi Fallen Order sets, but nonetheless, it is a very cool set with what we have. Another one, guys, being the Imperial Battle Pack from the finale of The Mandalorian, also from the same person. This pretty much comes with a Scout Trooper, 2 regular Stormtroopers, and a Death Trooper. What my suggestion is, and I think other people's ideas are, change out the Death Trooper for an Incinerator Trooper. Other than that, though, the E-Web and the Speeder look fantastic, and if this was a $15 set, I think this would be probably the #1 battle pack of all time. Aside for a 501st battle pack, but another great mock nonetheless. And then I'll show these last 2 Rise of Skywalker sets. This is just kind of a mock-up of the Resistance X-Wing. It is just the one from a couple years ago, back in 2017, kind of just thrown on a Rise of Skywalker box art, but nonetheless, it does look pretty cool. A couple characters down there. But then also, I gotta say, probably his best work is his Final Order Star Destroyer. This looks very cool. The box art looks very cool, has the gun underneath it. The minifigures are very cool variety, and overall, this one definitely looks real and definitely more of a custom creation than the X-Wing, of course, but there is that one, guys. Moving on to more little simple Rise of Skywalker custom sets. These are from Foo49 Legos on YouTube. And pretty much he made a couple pretty cool custom sets. Again, really just using real Lego Star Wars sets, kind of just customizing the box art and stuff. But this is the the Knights of Ren Night Buzzard right here. This is just the medical frigate, though, on a box art with some figures right there. But nonetheless, it is a very cool concept, and I'd give him credit for that. He also made a rendition of the Final Order Star Destroyer, kind of more basic, though, just kind of a painted over red line on the box art. But I gotta say, his box art definitely probably looks a little bit more screen accurate, or not screen accurate, but like real life accurate to what Lego Star Wars sets are. He also made a couple more sets right here, being the Palpatine's throne. Definitely the image on this is not the crispest, but it's definitely a custom set nonetheless, and does look pretty cool. It's just Palpatine on his kind of throne right there with the Rey coming up to him. Then he also made a B-Wing based out of Rise of Skywalker right here. This is just the, I believe, 2014 B-Wing on some Rise of Skywalker box art. So that's pretty much the stuff from him. He also has a First Order transporter here, kind of just a elongated, more accurate one. But he definitely has a couple cool custom or a couple cool ones in that mix. Moving on to BrickWizard59. You guys might have already seen these. You guys might already follow him on Instagram or on YouTube. But I gotta say, he's probably the #1 customizer, is in like custom set mock maker in the the business right now. I mean, he does incredible work. I'll show his Final Order Star Destroyer as well. I even commented. I think this definitely tops them all. I think it just looks the most accurate, and I mean, genuinely, this looks like a crazy set. And if this was like on sale for 100, 120, 130 or something like that, I'd probably pick it up instantly. But there is this Final Order Star Destroyer. A couple more I want to show, of course, is the Razor Crest. I already made a whole separate video on this, but this is made by BrickWizard59. of course, comes with the Mandalorian, Cara Dune, the Kid, IG-11, and a couple of Stormtroopers. So not too bad nonetheless. And then moving on to another Razor Crest, but from a different builder. I do want to give full credit to this guy. It was a huge debacle in my my comment section on Instagram, but this is credit to Henry Matos, 1996, and Amigo P_2407 officially on Instagram. This is a couple 1999 kind of like system, what they would look like back then. Lego Star Wars sets. This is being the Razor Crest right here. Very, very cool in my opinion. Very classic look, and I think this would be a very cool like little anniversary gift if they were to come out with it. Then he also made the Mandalorian ATST in 1999 form as well. Both very nice renders and mock-ups. Let's move back to Brick Wizard 59 though. He definitely still has a couple more things I would like to show off of his newer work. He has the Attack on Scipio Republic gunship. I think this looks fantastic. This is pretty much the Coruscant, or not Coruscant, but just Commander Thorn kind of dark red look on the gunship. Rush Clovis, Count Dooku, Commander Thorn, a couple shock troopers, pilots, super battle droids. And this looks beautiful. I mean, just even the image on it is just 100% beautiful. And I got to give him full credit to that for looking awesome. And then also another, he made a updated re-edition of the Duel on Mustafar that he made a couple years ago. Of course, with the new 2021 out, I was a big debate on whether or not they should have done a bigger set like this, for like $60 or $70 and not a small $20 set. But I like what they did, but of course, I would have rather have a big set like this. But here's pretty much his complete redesign for that. Then moving on to a couple more I want to show from him. Since again, if you guys want to see all of his work, definitely go check out his Instagram and YouTube. But here's the Yavin 4 Rebel base. I think this is a kind of redesign for him as well, more finished, and this looks beautiful. I mean, they were gonna do, back in like 2010, 2009, they were gonna do a Rebel base. It's in the Visual Dictionary, kind of a prototype. And if they would have made a real set out of it, I think this is definitely kind of what it would look like. Kind of freeform on the bottom. Pretty basic, building up, but still gets the whole idea done. And the minifigures are definitely a nice selection nonetheless. So there's that, guys. Then I do want to move on to a couple more. Like I said, I think this is another very cool one that we don't see a lot, made in Lego. The Naboo Royal Starship. From episode 1, pretty much Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Queen Amidala, Naboo Officer, and then some droids, R2-D2. And I think this one is definitely on here as in like one of my favorites for the fact of I want a Queen Amidala so badly, but those go for like $60. And at least if they were to re-release it in this set, either I can get the set itself or Queen Amidala would probably be cheaper, probably like $20 or $30 instead of $60, since I don't really want to spend $60 on a Lego Star Wars minifigure. Then I got two more right here, a couple of pretty cool 2-in-1 packs that I think Lego Star Wars should do. I think they should not run into that and kind of do some some, not just like two different sets in one, but really make it a 2-in-1 like super pack of like buy this set and buy this product and you guys get two whole vehicles and kind of make it a cool thing like that. They don't do that often. They used to do a little bit like with the Jedi Starfighters and a Vulture droid, but like at the end of the day, that's not really like that cool, I guess, compared to this. This is the Slave 1 or Jango Fett Slave 1 versus Obi-Wan Starfighter. I think this would be perfect to do for the fact of we haven't had a Jango Fett Slave 1 since like 2002, and same with Obi-Wan Starfighter from episode 2. It's been like 15 years, so I think it's time for an update, Lego. And then moving on to the last thing right here, which I think is one of the cooler things he did as well, was the Trade Federation landing craft. This from episode 1 as well, Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan, Jar Jar, and a couple droids. I think this is a very cool vehicle that I'm surprised Lego has never touched, even in kind of just their scale, even if it's not like massive. I'm surprised they never touched it, even for like a $40 or $50 set. But yeah, there's that, guys. I definitely, again, I don't want to show off too much more of his work. He's got plenty more on his account, including Clone Wars stuff if you guys want to see all that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. All the credit is in the video, and I'll put all the links to their stuff down below. A couple very cool, mock, renders coming up in the community right here, and I'm very excited to see what they kind of, come out with. So again, if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more, guys. See you guys later. Bye. 5% off on your next Lego purchase. Be sure to use code LIFEBRICK. That's capital LIFE BRICK at republicbricks.com for 5% off your next order. We'll pretty much pay for your shipping or get you a couple dollars off. They sell old Lego minifigures, sets, mystery boxes, and more. I've got a couple of videos on my channel showing the products, so be sure to use code LifeBrick on your next order for 5%.